What's up, party people? How you guys doing tonight? It's 8 o'clock. Now I'm live. You guys should know that by now. Come on now. Look at this thing, huh? We're going to be doing some cloud chasing tonight. I hope you're ready. Yes, despite the fact that in my hands this looks like a GGTS, this is in fact a Congestus. I am good, thank you. Thank you. Much better than last week. Last week was not fun. I'm sorry we missed the show last week, but I was a pretty much useless ball of mucus and disgusting. Didn't have much of a voice, and yeah, not good, but much better now. So glad to see you guys. Let's see what we got going on tonight. So tonight I need to turn the music down in my ear first. There we go. All right, so tonight we have some interesting mod news. We got about 2 weeks worth, but a few interesting things coming out. One actually for my hybrid mods. We'll talk about that here in just a little bit. You get to see a shameless self-promotion by me. We're also going to talk a little bit about the Island of Lost mods. We're going to review the Quasar from Cosmic Innovations, which is this guy right here, which is probably not going to focus on its own, but that's okay because we'll take care of that when we do close-ups. And we got quite a bit of vape mail to talk about too. We actually got quite a bit of stuff in the last couple weeks, so yeah. Exciting show. At least I'm excited. And of course we got to give away a ton of stuff, including a whole bunch of juice, gift certificate to my shop, gift certificate to Allison Vapeland. We're going to give away a Nightcore charger tonight, and we're also going to give away this little fella, the Beast, for my hybrid mods. So, and that will be later in the show. Yeah, this thing's pretty... Yeah, alright, here, I'll show you next to the Congestus. Now, keep in mind, I have the Congestus set up right now with stacked 26650 batteries, so it's typically going to be much smaller than this. If you're only running one battery, it's about this tall. But I just for the hell of it, I decided to set it up this way. Now, the Beast... Keep in mind, the Beast is a 26650 hybrid, okay? And we'll show these two next to each other. I need to roll my chair back a little bit. Okay, so that's the Beast next to the Congestus. Now, again, keep in mind, the Beast is a hybrid, so it's the atomizer and mod in one, and the Congestus is just a mod, so this is certainly not pocket-friendly. But I have been enjoying the hell out of it, though, I have to say. It's quite a conversation starter. My favorite thing about it, though, is when I put it down on the coffee table at home and it just slams. It's awesome. But not at the same time. So, like I said, cloud chasing tonight. So, you could hit homers with that thing. Yes, that's true. What ohm is the Addy that I am rocking? It is 1 ohm. I set it up with two ohm coils. It's a dual coil setup at 1 ohm. It is, at least as far as battery safety is concerned, it's very much safe. I'm actually only running at, on a fully charged battery, it's running at 8.4 amps. So, but it is on a fully charged battery. It is also vaping at 70 watts. It's kind of ridiculous. So, yeah. Anywho. Yeah, exactly. Finally, a mod that doesn't look small in my hand. But anyway, so yeah, let's do our usual giveaways for the early birds that came to the show for the start. So we're gonna do first a giveaway from Allison Vapeland. This will be for a gift certificate to Allison Vapeland. That is enough to purchase a 15 milliliter glass dripper bottle or glass dropper bottle, or an 18 milliliter plastic dripper bottle, and also cover shipping within the United States. Obviously, you can use the gift certificate toward a larger purchase if you want to, but that is what the gift certificate will cover. So I am going to pull a list of people in the room. Oops. All right. Let's see what we got. Hey Mitch 1 is the winner. Now, I should have said this before we started doing the giveaways, but I do need anyone who wins, I do need you to confirm in chat that you want the prize. If not, it goes on to the next person. So, hey Mitch 1, I do need you to confirm that you want the gift certificate from Allison Vapeland in chat. And then we will, all right, nice with many exclamation points. I'm guessing that is a yes. Congratulations, hey Mitch. I am going to send you an instant message in chat. You'll see it in the IM tab in chat with my email address. Here's what you need to do. Here's my email. You need to send me an email with the subject AIV win or Allison Vapeland win, and that's all you got to do. And what I'll do is I'll forward your email address on to Allison Vapeland, and they will send you the gift certificate code electronically to your email address. So congratulations. All right, very good. Now, next up, we are going to do another giveaway. Hold on a sec. From some company you might have heard of called Giant Vapes, where I happen to be in the Giant Vapes warehouse right now. So we're going to do a couple things. First off, as usual, for the for those who are in attendance of the show, I like to do a discount for those who are viewing the show, for my viewers. So, hold on a sec. This is a coupon code for Giant Vapes that's good until the end of the night tonight for 10% off. I just posted it in chat. So if you were planning on making a purchase from Giant Vapes, use that coupon code. It's good until the end of the night tonight, and that'll get you 10% off. Now, we're also going to give away a $20 gift certificate to Giant Vapes. So let me reset here. Get a full list of everybody in chat. Hold on a sec. And the Knuckle. Congratulations, the Knuckle. Let me get a confirmation from you in chat if you want the gift certificate. He says, yo damn. All right. Congratulations, the Knuckle. What, Sam? I don't even want to know. All right, congratulations to Knuckle. I'm going to send you an instant message here in chat. You'll see it in the IM tab with my email address. Here's what you need to do. There's my email. Send me an email to that address with the subject Giant Vapes win. And what I will do is after the show, I'll reply with a coupon code that you'll use when you check out. That'll give you $20 off of your order. So there you go. Congratulations. Giant vape sticker. We're thinking about getting some stickers made, so maybe here in the near future. So, all right, let's talk about some mod news. Let's see, what do we got first up? All right, so mod news. First off, we've got the Prometheus. It's not spelled Prometheus, but that's the translation. 2 by the modders group from the Ukraine. Now, those of you who have been watching my show for a long time know that I loved the original Prometheus. Big fan of the device. It's like a spheroid on steroids. It's like a spheroid with a lot of additional features, like holds a lot more juice. You can use it as a dripper because it's got a air. They call it a chimney, but it's basically the airflow comes through a post in the center, so the juice can kind of sit around that post and not flood and come out of the air hole. It's very portable and travel friendly. Awesome device. So this is the V2 that has finally come out. It is available. I think they just did a pre-order. I don't think they're available on the site just yet, but they will be fairly soon. For titanium-mods.com. That's the website right there if you want to check it out. They're €110. And I just want to run through the changes to the design real quick. So it's a new design to give even more flavor and vapor. This is all according to the website, not from my personal experience, but I will be talking about this on the show in the future. It holds more juice. It's 22 millimeter diameter now and has much cleaner lines. So instead of aesthetically really being designed to look nice on a Pravari, this is designed to look good on a 22 millimeter mod. It's fully mechanical. There's no wires or soldering. It has adjustable airflow, which is a new feature. It has an adjustable positive pin. And it's fully compatible with any battery mods because of the adjustable connection on it, 510 connection, of course. It's made entirely of titanium, like I said, 22 millimeter. It's 45 millimeters tall without the connector and the drip tip. And in tank mode, it holds about 3.5 mils of juice. And this is the part that is really cool, in my opinion. In dripper mode, it holds 1.7 milliliters of juice, which is a crazy amount of juice for a dripper. And it weighs 31 grams, which is almost nothing, and that's mostly because it's made of titanium, so it's going to be very light. And it uses the same type of setup as the original Prometheus, where you have the filler material and you have the wicks that point up into the filler material if you're going to use it in tank mode, and then you point the wicks downward into the well if you're going to use it in dripper mode. So it's a very versatile little device. I'm really excited to get one, and I have high hopes for it, as I loved the original one, and I'm assuming that the V2 is going to be better than the V1. That isn't always the case. As we know, sequels are not always better. For those Caddyshack fans out there, you know what I'm talking about. Let's see. Let's move on here. More mod news. So this is the Magma by Paradigm Mods. Now, I was not able to find a price on this. I apologize. So if anyone knows the price, if you want to throw it up in chat, that's great. There's the link to the Paradigm Mods Facebook page. I'm just going to run through some specs real quick. This is, again, straight from their page, not my opinion, but they say the Magma Atomizer is the best of two worlds, flavor and power combined into one. It's 304 surgical grade stainless steel. I think that's a misprint because 304 is food grade and 316 is surgical, but so it's one of the two. It's 22 millimeters wide, so you get the flush look on a 22 millimeter mod. It has two 3 millimeter wide posts. And you can see that what I'm talking about if you look at the picture there. Those are the positive and the negative post. It's kind of an interesting setup. So, well, let me read a little bit more here. So it's a new technology, dual direct-to-coil air holes for maximum flavor and vapor. Now, I don't think it's actually new. It may be a new setup or new way of implementing this, but it reminds me of the Immortalizer. Essentially, what this looks like to me is a cross between the Immortalizer and the Origin dripper with the deep juice well. Although this is going to be set up with horizontal wicks rather than vertical wicks like the Origin. But, it does look interesting, though, I have to say. Anyway, it's got external airflow control. There's 1mm, 2mm, and 3mm options, and you can use that in single or dual. So you can go anywhere from 1mm air hole all the way up to 2 3mm air holes. And it can hold up to 40 drops of juice with minimal chance of leakage. Let's see. The positive insulator is recessed into the base to avoid melting. It is O-ring free. I'm not sure how they did that and keep it together well, but that's pretty cool if they were able to get it to stay together without any O-rings. And it has a domed reduced chamber top cap for improved flavor. So looks pretty interesting. Just taking a look at the picture, it looks like a pretty cool design. We'll see. And like I said, I don't have a price on that, so. Yeah, I think, if you tilt it on its side, I think that the juice would leak out the air holes, but as long as you keep it, vertical, the juice is going to sit in the well rather than come out of those air holes on the side, in theory. That was one nice thing about the Immortalizer design, is that the air didn't just come from the bottom and go up. It actually went down and then up, so you didn't have juice coming out of the airflow or air holes like you might with this. So, anywho, let's move on. Next up, we have the Nitro. I do not have very much information about this at all. I found this on the high-end mods forum. I can just give you some specs on this. It looks like a pretty interesting atomizer, though. It's top-fed, dual-wick, capable. Looks like, I'm pretty sure it's a Genesis. It's set up with stainless steel mesh in the picture. You can use silica, eco-wool, whatever with it, not just stainless steel mesh. Single or dual coil. It's 22mm diameter, 35mm high, without the drip tip. It looks like it's a hybrid connector on it. It says 201 threading. I'm assuming that means 20x1 threading. Tank capacity is 3.1 milliliters. It's 304 stainless. Here's the interesting part, though. It sounds like it's got a feature kind of like the Arrow from Yellow Kiss, which is the ability to shut off the air and juice so that it won't leak if you turn it upside down. Now, supposedly, the way that this is designed, you can completely shut them off at once. And I'm assuming what they mean by that is instead of having to turn the cap and then turn the drip tip, you turn something and it shuts them both off at the same time. That remains to be seen. We'll have to see when this, more information on the Nitro comes out. But that's all I got right now, though. Let's see. All right, next up, we've got one from iHybrid Mods, actually. This is the Trinity by iHybrid Mods. I have one of the original prototypes of this device, but it has gone through some significant changes since then, and it looks very different as well. So now they're in pretty colors. and he made some aesthetic design changes. So this is the I guess this is the first mechanical mod for my hybrid mods. I mean, I know you can get the conversion kit for the iHigh standard and the Fecta. You can get a 510 cap for it, but this is really the first straight up mechanical mod for my hybrid mods. It's anodized aluminum. Standard is a 18500 battery with a available upgrade adapter. That's 18650 adapter, extra ring that you can put on there if you want to use a larger battery. Two really cool things about this device. One, it's going to be $99, which is great. The 18650 adapter will be an additional $15, so it's reasonably priced. Another really cool thing about this is the switch design on it. I'm not going to talk about it too much, but the switch the switch housing, and you can see this in the picture. The switch housing is actually built into the mod, so there's not a separate set of threading for the current to travel through in the switch. It's just a switch built into the body of the device, rather than having a bottom cap switch housing that you can unscrew and screw back on. So that should, in theory, allow for less current loss, and should be a very hard-hitting device. So I am pretty excited to try that guy out, and it's also pretty bling-tastic too. So. So that is the Trinity from iHybrid Mods, coming soon. And if you need the link to iHybrid Mods, here you go. That's a good question, Jay Gator. I'm not sure, but Faceless is in the room. So is it 20 by 1 threading, Faceless? Nice. You can still disassemble the switch chip. It's just it's built into the body of the device, so you don't have to unscrew the bottom cap. So you don't unscrew the bottom cap. You would just put like a screwdriver down into it to remove the switch if you want to clean it. All right, let's see. Next up, we have the Pyra from Piccolibri. This is not available yet. The body housing of the device, there's some photos of that, but I wanted to show you this is a full render of what it's going to look like. It is a really nice looking DNA 20 box mod. I am not sure if they're going to do a bottom feeder version of this or not, but anyway, this is it's 18, I believe this one's 18650. Another one I don't have a ton of information about, but they just posted renders and a picture of the switch housing, or the body housing of the device, so there really isn't a ton of info out there. It is French, and here's the website, piccolibri.fr, if you want to check it out. The website's under construction. They actually took it down, so there's not a lot of info to be found there, but there will be soon. Now, the one cool thing about this device, I'm excited about the way that this is going to look, because it's actually made with brass and ebony wood. So I think it's going to be really classy looking. And Piccolibri makes really nice stuff, so should be a good one. We'll see. Let's see here. Last up, two things I want to talk about real quick. First off is shameless self-promotion. So I don't know how this happened, but apparently I got nominated for Best Vape Show, which is awesome in the the Best of 2013 Guide to Vaping. I don't know how that happened, but I did. So I figured now that I've been nominated, I might as well promote it with you guys who are watching my show. Hopefully think that I do actually host the best show on or vaping show. And here's the link if you guys want to vote for me for best show. So if you don't think I'm the best show, vote for somebody else or don't vote at all. But if you do like the show, I would appreciate the support. I know that I'm not going to win because I don't do as much self-promoting with the show as some other people do. And also, you know, I mean, and I understand this, and those who watch the show know this. The show's kind of a niche show. We only talk about high-end stuff here. It's not for everybody. The vast majority of vapors are not going to be using the type of products that I talk about on the show here. So, you know, and I get that. So, not expecting to win, but I just wanted to throw that out there. Appreciate the support. Hopefully, I'll finish somewhere other than last place. That'd be neat. So there you go. There's the link. Now, another thing that I want to talk about real quick. So there's a new Facebook group out there that's called the Island of Lost Mods. And the idea behind this Facebook group, from what I understand, is instead of a place to, you know, sell mods and, you know, auction mods off or whatever, this is a place where you can give away devices to people that are in need. Maybe can't afford a device, or you know, something, you know, I mean, there's just 100 different things that can happen to people. Maybe something, you know, their mod got stolen and they can't afford to buy a new one, and they're going to have to switch back to cigarettes if, you know, they can't get something. But it's a pretty cool idea. And I think the person who started it is in the room too. So if you want to chime in, thanks RTD. I voted for you too, by the way. So here's the link. So take a look at this. It's Island of Lost Mods. Like I said, it's you know, a place where you can basically, you know, donate a mod to somebody in need. I'm not, you know, I'll be honest. I was asked to talk about this on the show, and I agreed to do it because I think it's a great idea. I didn't really have a ton of time to take a look at the page, but, you know, conceptually, this is what it is. You know, it's a place where you can donate devices if you have an extra one sitting around and you want it to go to somebody in need. This is the place to do it. So I think it's a really great idea. What I'm going to be doing is, you know, I do sometimes get stuff for free for review, and I'm going to be giving away some of that stuff in this Facebook group in the Island of Lost Mods in the near future. So I think it's cool, and I'm definitely going to support it, and I think that you should too if you have the means to, of course. So. Anywho, check out that link. Yeah, Niagara summed it up well. It's just a place to piff stuff to people that need it. You know, stuff that you no longer use. But yeah, I think it's a great concept. So well done, Niagara. So you post it and then people PM you. That's how it works. All right, got it. All right. Yeah, I'm going to take a closer look at it after, probably tomorrow, not after the show, because I've got to pack orders after the show. But all right, cool. So that's mod news for tonight. Let's move on and do a couple more giveaways. So first up, we're going to do a giveaway from Vapor Craze. This is for 4 bottles of juice, 15 milliliter bottles from Vapor Craze. The way it works is you pick the nicotine level and the juices are randomly chosen. So you don't get to pick the juices, but you do get to pick the nic level, and you get 60 milliliters of juice. It'll be 4 different flavors and 15 milliliters each, so it's pretty damn good. Yes, and we got the new banner. So, all right, cool. Let's see. Let me pull a list of everybody in chat here. Quite a few people here now. All right, let's see what we got. Regedit 777. Nice. I see what you did there. Let me get a Let me get a confirmation, yay or nay. All right, he says great, or she says great. Congratulations. So here is what we're going to do. Regedit, I am going to send you a IM, or NIM. You'll get it in the IM tab in chat here with my email address. What I need you to do is send me an email with the subject Vapor Craze Win, and then in the body of the email include the nicotine level that you want and your shipping address, and I'll get that information over to Vapor Craze. So just Vapor Craze Win for the subject, your shipping info, and the nicotine level that you want, and that'll be sent out to you within the next couple days. Congratulations. All right. Next up, we are going to do a giveaway from RTD Vapor, who you should also vote for, at least in my opinion, on the Best of 2013 poll. He's up there for best price on batteries, I think, and there might have been something else, I don't remember, but RTD's awesome. So yeah, if you're not familiar with them, in my opinion, they're the best place to go to buy batteries and battery chargers. They have a huge selection, and they actually have a lot of rebuildable stuff there. He's got mods now, brand new website. In fact, actually, I need to put the new logo up here for the banner. But anywho, so we're going to give away a really nice charger, actually. We're going to give away a Nightcore IntelliCharger i2, which is one of the best 2-bay chargers on the market. So let's see here. All right. And randomize. Time Monster 91. Let me get a yay or nay from you in chat, please. Time Monster 91, where are you? Oh, really? Well, I mean, you still won. It's up to you. If you want it, it's yours. If not, you can pass to the next person. This is El Scar, Greg. The name of the song is Black Moon. Well, Knuckle already won tonight, so it would actually go to whoever's number 3. Yeah, Piff to number 8. Smartass. All right, Mike Alumni. Do you need a charger? It's a nice one. Give me a yay or nay in chat. Awesome. Mike Alumni needs it so hard he typed in all caps. Congrats, Mike. All right, that's funny, Ty. You won the charger last time. All right, awesome. Mike Alumni, I am going to send you an IM in chat. You'll get it on the IM tab. It's got my email address. What you need to do is send me an email with your shipping address, and the subject of the email should be RTD Win or RTD Vapor Win. And that's all you need to do. I just need your shipping address. I'll forward that on to RTD Vapor, and you'll have a new charger coming your way very soon. Congratulations. Yeah, the i2. It's the 2-bay. It's really nice. It is a good charger. I actually have I have an i2 and I have an i4 as well. They're both awesome. So, all right, cool. Let's talk about. We're definitely going to go a little long tonight, by the way. I hope you guys don't mind. Let's talk a little bit about vape mail. Hold on a sec. All right, so I got a lot of stuff this last 2 weeks. It seems to always come in waves. You know, go a week without getting anything, and then I get a ton of stuff. So, first off, this guy that I'm using, the Congestus. It is a big mod. So this takes 26650. It's telescoping, or you can add this extension piece on here and stack to 26650 batteries, which is what I'm doing at the moment. Yes, it is a Congestus. It is not a GGTS. So we got that. We have the Mono mod from Morphe, which is this little guy here. Shiny. Creamy. Creamy beige. So I guess only 111 of these were made, apparently. I don't know if he's doing more of them. I'm not sure. To be quite honest with you, this is terrible, but I forgot that I bought this because I paid for it like months and months and months ago. And then I got a shipping notification a couple weeks back. So it looks really nice. We shall see how it vapes. So that is the Mono mod. Let's see. Next up, now this is pretty cool. So this is actually a prototype mod from Wu-Tang. So Wu-Tang's out of the Philippines. This is a pretty interesting concept, design concept here. So basically what he did was he created a mod that completely hides the switch and the top cap. And in doing so, it essentially makes it internally telescoping to eliminate battery rattle, which is kind of cool, but it still has telescoping pins too, so you can prevent the switch from being too far recessed. So yeah, it's a pretty cool idea. So the top cap, you can see right there, is recessed, and it actually is threaded around the outside of that cap. You know, I'm not going to switch off autofocus just because we're going to review this on the show at some other point, but it's a pretty cool concept. And then it's the same on the switch. So this is actually threaded into the tube. Okay. Let's see if we can get that to focus. There we go. So it's actually threaded into the tube. Okay. And you can see from the side, it actually, I haven't threaded it down all the way. Hold on. I'll just tighten it up a little bit so it's not sticking out at all. There we go. So now it's nice and flush. See that? Pretty cool. And it doesn't need a lock ring because it's recessed. And this throw's actually pretty short when you have a battery in there. It looks longer than it is because there's no battery in it. But yeah, and it hits pretty nice. I actually used it for a few days just to test it out and give him some feedback because it's a prototype. And it performs well. So. Next up, we've got, this is a crazy looking mod. This is the Lunar mod. And so the way the battery vents are on the side of this, these little holes, I think that it's supposed to look like kind of like craters. I think that's the idea behind that there. You can see it says Lunar right there on the body of the device, but it's got a curved tube in a similar fashion to the Valkyrie. It's got a deep juice well on the top, copper contacts, silver plated on the battery contact side, and then you've got a colored logo on the bottom here too. And that's reverse threaded lock ring on there too. So kind of a, it's definitely interesting looking. and I haven't fired it yet, so we'll see how it performs. But it's all segmented, so you can take different sections of it off if you want to use different size batteries, as you can see there. So, and I think in 350 mode, it's just the small brass piece here with the two large stainless steel pieces. So, definitely an unusual looking device. We'll see how it performs. But wait, there's more. We also have, this is actually from Wu-Tang as well. This is his new atomizer. This is also a prototype. This is the El Presidente tank, the EPT, I believe it's called. This is it's interesting design. And actually, if you take out the logo and the airflow control and the air holes and everything, it actually looks kind of like a Hellfire Mega, but 22 millimeter. It's actually got the hourglass in the center there too. Under the cap, it does not look anything like it though. Under the cap, you actually have a removable airflow reduction piece there. So this actually comes off too, and that's held on with O-rings. So you can see the Addy deck there, dual coil or single coil. You pop that on top once you have the coils set up. That reduces the chamber and also provides airflow control, which is pretty nice. And you have the ability to use this with anywhere from 1 millimeter air hole all the way up to 6 1 millimeter air holes, 3 over each wick. So pretty interesting little device. We'll see how she vapes. And like I said, that one is actually a prototype as well. So we'll, I don't know if I'm necessarily going to review it on the show. Also, we have I don't think I showed this on the show yet, but this is the MCR, the Manchester mod. Coming straight at you from Manchester, UK. Pretty nice looking, sleek, clean mechanical mod. We'll see how she vapes. I like the logo though too. It's nice, looks clean. So that is the Manchester mod, and then we also got the Versa V2. Now this is from Butters, the Versa V2. He sent this to me for review purposes. It's got his logo on the bottom there. This is the new mod design. Has some groove pattern on there now. I made some other changes to it. The switch is a little bit different. And then the atomizer, this is now set up for dual coil. I don't know if you can see on there, but it's got dual stacked air holes. I think the air holes are 0.7 mil. Very, very tiny, but there's 2 over each wick. So you'll still get you won't get a super airy draw even in dual coil mode. So I'm actually pretty interested to try that out. Because I think in dual coil it's going to be pretty intense flavor. So, so that I think is the last of it. A lot of stuff. Like I said, a lot of stuff the last couple weeks. This is what happens when I get sick and I miss a week. There is a single coil cap as well. Yes. So the way that it works. So with the original design, there was one had a larger air hole than the other, so if you wanted a loose draw or a tight draw. The way that this one works is the second top cap is for single coil. So the dual coil top cap is the one with the tank sleeve built into it, and the single coil top cap is the one that doesn't have the tank sleeve built in. So let's see here. All right, so that's it for Vape Mail. Let's do some more giveaways, and then we'll talk about the Quasar. And I'm definitely going to go over. It's already 8:45. Oh, well. Hopefully you guys don't mind. So next up, we're going to do a giveaway from E6 Vapors. This is for, if you haven't been to the show in a while, they stepped up their game and made the giveaway bigger than it used to be. So this is actually for 3 18 milliliter bottles of juice. You get to pick the flavors. Hold on a sec. There we go. So you get to pick the flavors, and you get to pick the nicotine level, of course, as well. Let me get a list of people in chat. See who won some juice from E6. Hold on. All right, and Kuya Joe. Let me get a confirmation from you, Kuya Joe, if you want the juice from E6 Vapors. All right, congratulations. So Kuya Joe, here's how this is going to work. I'm going to send you an email, or I'm sorry, an IM with your email address, with my email. Wow. I'm going to send you an IM with my email address, so you can send me an email. Here's the email address. What you're going to do is you're going to go to e6vapors.com. You're going to pick out the 3 flavors that you want. You're going to send me an email with the subject E6 Vapor Win. In the email, include the 3 flavors, the nicotine level that you want, and your shipping address, please. So, subject E6 Vapor Win, nicotine level, the 3 flavors that you want, and your shipping address. And I'll send that on to E6 and they'll get that over to you soon. Congratulations. All right. We're going to do another giveaway. This one is from Vape Syndicate. So this is for a 30 ml bottle of juice from Vape Syndicate. So, hold on a sec. All right. Said reset. There we go. And Fiery Wife, you just won a 30 ml bottle of juice from Vape Syndicate. Let me get a confirmation from you, yay or nay, please. All right, congratulations. All right, Fiery Wife, so for this one, what you're going to do is go to vapesyndicate.com. I'm going to send you my email address. Hold on. So go to vapesyndicate.com, pick out the flavor that you want, then send me an email with the subject Vape Syndicate Win. In the email, include the flavor you want, the nicotine level you want, and your shipping address, please. And we will get that off to you very soon. All right. Congrats. Oh, first time win. Awesome. All right. Also, she's an arsonist. Nice. Either that or she's an arsonist. Let's hope redhead or something else. All right. So, moving on, let's talk about the Quasar. So, the Quasar. Quasar by Cosmic Innovations, and they have a long-ass link for their Facebook page. So let me pop this off the Congestus here. I've got a Doodlebug drip tip on here. I'm going to leave that on. So the Quasar dripping atomizer. Let's get some close-up going here. So this is the Quasar dripper, okay? see those air slots. We'll talk about that here in just a little bit. So I have some information about the Quasar that I want to read off to you guys. There we go. That's a little better focus. So first off, official name of the product is the Quasar Rebuildable Drip Atomizer from Cosmic Innovations. They're in Manila in the Philippines. It's a 22 millimeter outside diameter, has a domed internal chamber to improve flavor, dual adjustable airflow control for single or dual coil setups, has a triple pole setup for single or dual coil or quad coil. There's no O-rings internally. They're on the top cap, and I'll show that to you. So there's no chance for O-rings to burn in there. And the insulators used are PEAK, which are heat resistant. It is made from 304 grade stainless steel. All the parts are terminal poles, screws, base, top cap, all stainless steel, 304 grade. And like I said, PEAK insulators. It's 24 millimeters from base to the top, 28.5 including the 510 connection. It has 1.2 millimeter wire holes, and they did that to accommodate builds with ribbon wire. So those who like to use ribbon wire, you'll like that. The wire holes are a little bit larger than your typical 3-post dripper. The air holes are adjustable from 0 all the way up to 2.5 millimeter. That's per hole, so you could get up to 5 millimeters of airflow if you open them both up all the way. I'm going to give you the Facebook page links in just a second. The price on this guy is going to be ranging from $100 to $115, depending on the retail outlet. The retailers will be able to set the price on it. So, and it has a 1-year guarantee from date of purchase from their retailer, from one of their approved retailers. They have a whole bunch of different companies that are going to be selling the device, and there are a number of them in the U.S. So you can also order through their Facebook group as well. So if you want to go that route rather than buying it from a retailer, that is a possibility too. So let me give you a couple of these links real quick, and then we'll do some more close-up and take this little guy apart. So first off, here is the Facebook page for their international customers. It's the one that's linked below me, but I'm going to give you a hyperlink in chat. There you go. Let's see here. And then also they have a Facebook group that they wanted me to share as well. Oh no, that's the one that I just shared. Never mind, it's the same page. What am I doing? So anyway, that's the link. Let's do some more close-up here. All right. Get the drip tip out. I jammed this guy in here pretty good. Maybe I won't get the drip tip out. So, first off, base of the device. You have engraved Cosmic Innovations, and then you have a serial number on there. The I is for international. I think they serialize them differently in the Philippines. So there's a US version, or an international version, and a Philippine version. I don't know if there's any difference in the manufacturing between the two, but that's how that works there. Externally, you've got a 2-piece top cap. So you have this top cap kind of main body, okay? And then you have this piece that fits into the main body of the top cap that allows you to do the airflow control. And as you can see with the slotting here, I got a little bit of juice on there actually. Let me grab a paper towel. Hold on a second. As you can see with the slotting there, we'll turn this And you can see that close up and then open back up. Okay, so that's opened up fully. And then you can close it down all the way down to very small air hole if you want to do that. And you have the ability to do single or dual, because there's 3 air holes inside that top piece that's fitting into the main body of the top cap. One for single and then opposing for dual airflow setup. So I really like the airflow control on this. We'll talk about that in just a little bit, but let me show you what it looks like under the hood. So I've still got a little bit of juice in here, so I'm actually going to wipe this down. Give me just a sec. At least sop a little bit of it up here. Alright, now that's hopeless. We're just going to have to show you a little bit of juice. So, underneath the top cap, or on the Addy deck rather, you've got a little bit of a juice well there, as you can see. So it's slightly recessed. And you've got a 3-post set up there. And some of you guys are going to think I'm crazy because I set this up with mesh. But I set everything up with mesh, as those of you who watch my show know. I prefer the flavor from mesh. So anyway, I set this up with dual 200 mesh solid wicks. They're pretty fat wicks. They're very, very absorbent. I've been able to vape this on the dual 26650s all the way down to bone dry without getting any dry hits. If I get a dry hit, I take the top cap off and it's bone dry. So it definitely wicks very, very well. And you know, like I said, as you can see, it's a pretty typical 3-post design. You have the 3 stainless steel posts there with Phillips head screws, so it's nice and easy to set up. You don't have to deal with Allen keys or anything like that. And as you can see, the holes in the sides of those posts are very, very large. So if you do want to use flat Canthaw, you can in this, which is not something you can say about all drippers. So I like that about this device a lot, actually, because I do use flat Canthaw a lot. I didn't set this one up with flat Canthaw, but I do use it quite frequently, so that's definitely a big plus for me. The base itself, you can see it's got a flathead adjustable positive post there. Let me show you the inside of the top cap real quick. So inside the top cap, you have juice. Hold on. Juicy. All right. So inside the top cap, it's domed. So I don't know if I would call it a reduced chamber, you know, whatever that means. It's definitely not the full. So the internal chamber is definitely significantly smaller than the outside of the device. The top of the inside chamber is quite a bit below the top of the top cap, if that makes sense. And as you can see, you've got the dual O-rings in there to secure it. And this top portion right here is actually really tough to get off, which is a good thing, in my opinion. You don't really have any reason to take this part off. This is the piece that I was telling you about that does the airflow control, but this is difficult to remove. The top cap is not difficult to remove, but it is definitely on there securely. I am not able to. It's not quite snug enough that it can hold the weight of the Congestus with the two 26650s, but that I don't know of too many things that can. So, yeah, you've also got on the outside here. You've got some nice grooves, and you've also got the engraving that says Quasar on there. It looks nice. It's nice and clean. I think it's a nice looking device. So I want to talk about a couple of the features on here real quick, though, before we show you how it vapes. So hold on a second. Get this top cap back on here. Get her screwed in. One moment, please. Alright. There we go. Let me put a little more juice in here so I don't blow my face off. So first of all, I want to talk about the airflow control on this device. So there's a couple things about it that I really like. One, it doesn't whistle. I mean, you get a tiny bit of a whistle, but it's not bad. If you have it closed almost all the way, you get a little tiny bit of a whistle. But that's one thing with a lot of the airflow controls, they whistle really loud, and it's annoying as hell. The other thing about the airflow control on this is they did a really good job of making it so that you can go down to a really tight draw easily, because it's super smooth. Like I was showing you when I turned it in the close-up earlier, the airflow control is just beautiful the way that it turns. It's super smooth. If you like a really tight draw, like if you remember my review of the Omega, that was one of the major issues I had with it. I typically prefer a tight draw, and it's really hard to get a tight draw on that, because when you turn it, it kind of skips a little bit because of the way the O-rings are, and it just was so difficult to get the draw right on it. But with this, it's super easy. And, you know, at the same time, if you are somebody that's a cloud chaser and, you know, really wants big wide open air holes and a lot of vapor production, you've got the ability to do that with this device too. So it really kind of covers the full spectrum of vapors, which is, I think, really cool. And it does have really good flavor. And I did, just so you guys know, I didn't use it set up with the Congestus the whole time. I actually had it set up with a 0.8 ohm dual coil setup before this, that I was using on top of that prototype Wu-Tang mod, and it still had exceptional flavor and very good vapor production. You don't have to run it at 8.4 volts in order to get a good quality vape out of it, just so you know. Yeah, exactly. It works well on a normal mod too, not just on the Congestus. So I have to say, I've been absolutely thrilled with this little dripper. The flavor is great. The airflow control on it is fantastic. It is, you know, the cap is on there nice and snug. You know, it can hold the Congestus. I'm not gonna shake it around, but I mean, the fact that it's holding got the weight of the Congestus under it and it's not popping off, it is on there secure. The other thing about the airflow control that's really cool, and I love this because I will often, you know, throw a dripper in my jacket pocket. Yes, even on the Congestus, I'll put it in my jacket pocket. And because I like to use mesh, one of the drawbacks of mesh is that it doesn't fill the juice well and suck up all the juice. Like a cotton or a silica or an echo wool. So if you tilt it on its side, depending on the type of dripper, if it's a side airflow dripper like this one, the juice will actually leak out the side, which sucks. But with this one, the airflow control is so easy to use and get it back to where you want it. You can just lock it, basically. So you know, before I put it in my pocket, I just turn it so the airflow control's closed, pop it in my pocket. And when the airflow is closed on it, there's no airflow at all. It's sealed. If you try to take a puff on it, you cannot get any air through it whatsoever. So it's definitely sealed really well. The tolerances between, you know, the tolerances in the design of the top cap and the second piece that's sitting into the top cap with the, you know, that controls the airflow control are very small. They have to be, or else you wouldn't get that zero airflow like you do when you lock it closed. So I really like that about the device. Negatives? I don't know. I mean, I can't really think of anything. It really is suitable for any vapor that likes to drip. I mean, you can set it up with a single coil, all the way up to a quad coil. It's got really good flavor all the way down to single coil. You have the ability to adjust the draw very, very easily to whatever you want. I can't imagine anybody would want more than 5 millimeters of open air. I mean, that's essentially like breathing. You know, there's no resistance at all. And all the way down to super, super tight. And yeah, I mean, no issues with drip tips fitting in it. You know, no issues with the threading. You know, no stupid, you know, crooked connections on it. All the machining is very high quality. So I have to say I am thoroughly impressed with the Quasar. I think it did an excellent job, and I highly recommend it. I think it's a great dripper, and yeah, and I'm definitely going to be hanging on to it. Yeah. And how does it vape? Well, like I said, cloud chasing. I got it open. Here we go. It's probably down to about I don't know, 7.5 volts at this point, but still. So the vapor production's good. So yes, you can do single coil. It has, and it's got 3 air holes. So what you do is, you know, you have 2 that are opposing, and you line those up with the outside air hole slots if you want to use it in dual coil, and then you turn it 90 degrees, and that'll line up just one of the air holes, and the other one will be closed off, and you can set it up single coil and just have that one airflow over the single coil. So it's capable of doing anything from 1 all the way up to 4. So I do think it would, Capone's Pops. I'm going to take one more drag off of this thing, and then we'll keep going. That's stupid. I'm getting a Nick buzz off of 6. That's crazy. Anyway, so there you go. I did some cloud chasing for you guys. And even, you know, and how I typically vape it with the tighter draw. I'll show you guys how the vapor production is with the draw down to, this is about dual 1 millimeter air holes where I have it set here. Hold on. It's still very good vapor production. Now, part of that is because, you know, I'm doing the stack batteries and stuff, but you know, the flavor is exceptional, much better. Really, really hot vape too. And like I said, this also applies to using it on a single battery as well. I had very good experience with this prior to setting it up for the Congestus. So, all right. So let's move on. We're going to do some more giveaways, and then we'll do a little Q&A. So we're going to do a giveaway from iHybrid Mods. Who wants a beast? I'm sure somebody in here wants one. All right. Let me pull a list of people in chat. Hold on a sec. And all right, take a drag first. I love doing this to you guys. I'm thirsty too. Hold on. That's better. All right. I'm done messing with you. Let's see who wins. Let's see who wins the beast. Let me just show it to you one more time, real quick. This guy is what you're gonna win. And Hey Mitch won. Now you guys know how the rules work. The mod win is treated separately from the other wins on the show, so you can still win the mod even if you won juice or something else on the show. Congratulations, Hey Mitch. Hey Mitch is very excited. Congrats. So, I highly recommend that when you get this, you set it up dual coil. It's really designed for dual coil. It has dual airflow over opposing wick holes. And it is killer in dual coil. Very good flavor, and the battery life will last you probably two days, maybe even more, depending on how heavy you vape and how you set it up. So, congratulations, Hey Mitch. I'm gonna send you. Actually, I think you have my email address, but I'm gonna send it to you again anyway. Hold on, if I can find you. There you are. So what you're gonna do this time is send me an email that says iHybrid win for the subject, and then in the body of the email, just put your shipping address, and I'll get this off to you tomorrow. Congratulations. Yes, it was your night tonight. All right, next up we're going to do a giveaway from Boondock Vapes. Hold on a sec. There we go. From Boondock Vapes, we're going to give away a sampler. It is 4 6-milliliter bottles of juice. You get to pick the flavors that you want from Boondock Vapes. If you haven't tried Boondock Vapes before, I highly recommend. Most of their fruit blends are really good. I really like their mango a lot. Actually, that's one of my favorites. So, here we go. And let's see what we got. Madima. Let me get a confirmation from you in chat, yay or nay, if you would like the juice from Boondock Vapes, Madima. All right, congratulations. All right, hold on a sec. Let me find you in here. My chat's being all wacky. There we go. All right, Madima, I am going to send you my email address. What you need to do is go to boondockvapes.com, pick out the 4 flavors that you want, and then you're going to send me an email. There's my email address. I just sent it to you in IM in chat. Pick out the 4 flavors you want. Send me an email with the subject Boondock Vapes Win. And then in the body of the email, include the 4 flavors that you want, the nicotine level that you want, and your shipping address, please. Congratulations. All right, so we, like I said, we definitely went over tonight. That's okay though. Let's do our little Q&A here. Hold on a second. I'm going to pop out chat. And let's see here. So the reason we do this, for those that are new to the show, is because it's very difficult for me to follow chat during the show, because it's kind of a information-based show, and I'm usually reading stuff off of my spreadsheets and talking about the devices and stuff, so I usually miss stuff in chat. So we do a little 10-15 minute Q&A at the end of the show, so if you have any questions about anything you saw on the show or anything vaping related or anything at all really, you know, feel free to ask it now. If you have any questions for anybody else in chat, they can answer hopefully too, and I will try to get through. Retail for the Beast, I think it's $1.99. Faceless can answer that. Repeat the whole show. We can do that, but you'll have to wait until it's up on YouTube. I didn't give you a link to the Conjustice mod, but they are available. Well, I don't know if they're available. I waited a long time for this one, but it's Vaping 24/7 is the name of the Facebook group. If you take a look for that, you'll be able to find it. Velvet Cloud is the name of the modder. That's his Facebook name. Could you do a pose for our enjoyment, like pretend to sling your jacket over your shoulder and point to a guy who invited you to lunch to discuss a business deal? No. Short answer. Turbine, I prefer duals. I think it's really designed for duals, but I'm kind of a dual coil whore, if you will. So anytime I have the opportunity to set something up dual coil, I usually do. Do I ever savor the flavor out of my stash? It depends on if it's a good beer with a nice thick head on it. Absolutely. Yes, vape condensation in the stash is a daily occurrence. That's true, especially when it's cold outside. The worst is when I try to be nice and not blow vapor in people's faces, and I kind of blow it up, and then all the condensation gets stuck in my mustache. That's awful. Am I going to see Smaug tomorrow night at midnight? Probably not, because Thursday nights are D&D night. I don't know if everybody that watches the show knows that, but I play Dungeons & Dragons with my friends every Thursday. That's right, folks. Are these Rosetta Stone headphones? No, they're not. They're Sennheisers. I do love Lord of the Rings, though. I'm a huge fan of the books, and I will definitely be going to see The Hobbit at some point, just not tomorrow night. We play 3.5. I'm usually the DM, but I'm taking a short break because my life has been quite hectic lately with the shop. So my buddy is DMing right now. Tell us about. I'll just tell you a little bit about my character. He's a scion. I wanted to play a scion. I haven't had a chance to play one before. Not in the campaign that goes all the way up to level 20, so there you go. The webcam I'm using is a Logitech 930C, which is good, but I have to use third-party software for it because I'm using a Mac. So I use webcam settings panel for it, and seems to have pretty good picture quality. So the frame rate isn't great, but that has nothing to do with the camera. I've been having issues with Flash Media Live Encoder since they updated to, or since I updated to Mac OS X 10.9. So I'm waiting for the Flash Media Live Encoder update to come out, and I'm hoping that'll improve the frame rate, because I used to get 30 frames per second through the whole show, and now it kind of slowly dips off toward the end of the show. But Breaking Bad, best series on TV. I don't know. I'm a pretty big Walking Dead fan. I think I'd have to go with Walking Dead. Let's see. I used to play World of Warcraft. In fact, I lost a couple years of my life to World of Warcraft, which is why I don't play it anymore. Yeah, I love Walking Dead. It is a soap opera with zombies, but I love it. Yeah, EFEST batteries are fine. I use a lot. I have EFEST 18500s. I've never had a problem with them. No, so the Hill Giant. So I'll tell you guys. Not a lot of people know this, but the Hill Giant is a reference to my family's business. I am not in the business myself, obviously, but I grew up in a funeral home that my family ran, and the name of it is Hill Funeral Home. And that's why I picked the Hill Giant versus other kinds of giants for the nickname. And also, I'm a very large person. If you've met me in person, you know why the giant part of it is part of the nickname. But that's where the hill comes from. I have not seen the movie Zero Charisma. And I do not watch Sons of Anarchy. I actually haven't been watching a lot of TV lately at all, just because I've been pretty much at the warehouse all the time. In fact, I've been here since 8 o'clock this morning. So, and I'm going to pack orders after I finish up the show. Yeah, a dual coil Helios would be fine on EFEST batteries as long as you you know, don't go too low with the resistance. It's really it's all about the build. If you're going to set it up at, you know, 0.2, 0.3 ohms, then you got to be really careful about the amp limit on the batteries that you're using. But you know, if you don't go below 0.5, EFEST 18650s would be just fine. You could probably go lower than that too, but you know, just make sure that you do the math first. I haven't used the new Sony's. I've been so for 26 or for 18650s, I've pretty much just been using the Panasonic hybrids, the NCR ones, and I've liked them. I haven't had any problems with them. I haven't tested out the Sony's though. I'll probably pick some of those up next because I've been nuking my batteries pretty good, and I need to get some new 18650s. So. Let's see. 0.7 ohms would be fine. So what you want to do is you want to use a Ohm's law calculator. Here, this is a website you can use. Every battery that you use is going to have a current limit. There's the link for you, ohmslawcalculator.com. The current is the amperage. So batteries all are rated with an amp limit. And you want to make sure that your build is not more amps than the amp limit of the battery that you're using. So that's the math I was referring to. Yeah. Can I reveal anything about the progress of Karen's Pit Group Buy? Yes, it shipped. Except for 2 things that were out of stock, which have already been ordered, and as soon as they get here, they're going to be shipped as well. But the vast majority of it, minus like 5 or 6 bottles, already shipped to Karen. So, in fact, it should be there today. I shipped it yesterday. I'm not sure how low you can go on a V3. Let's see. Yeah, batteries are usually overstating the limits. There's typically a sustained limit and then a burst. I don't know if they call it burst or what limit, but you know, I mean, typically with e-cigs, you can go by the burst limit just because you're not, firing it for 5 minutes at a time, but still, just it's better to be safe than sorry. So. Yeah, I'll have to check out the new Orbtronic ones too, Matthew. All right. Oh, nice. Thanks, Quick Click. Comments on Playboy Vapor. I'm not familiar with them. All right, guys. Well, I am going to wrap things up since we're already almost a half hour over. Hopefully I got through most of the questions. Thank you guys for coming by. I appreciate it. Oh, actually, you know what, Sam? I did hear about that. I didn't take a look at it yet, but I did hear that Playboy now has e-cigarettes. In fact, somebody just told me about that yesterday, but I haven't looked at it. So the schedule for this show it's typically about an hour. It starts at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Tonight we went over by about a half hour, but usually I'll go anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes over. It's never an hour, but it's supposed to be an hour. It's really more hour and 15. But thank you guys so much for coming by. I appreciate it. Just so you guys know, next week will be the last show before Christmas break, because Wednesday happens to be the day Christmas falls on and New Year's Day falls on. So we're going to have a show next week, but then there's going to be 2 weeks off because of the holidays. So we'll do a Happy Holidays show next week, and then I will be without you wonderful folks for a couple weeks. Just bad timing with the holidays. If it was a couple days different, then I would still do those shows, but I'm definitely not going to be around on Christmas Day, and I probably will not be available on New Year's Day either. So no, not a Christmas Day show. The New Year's Day one that's not 100% yet. If I'm going to be around on the evening of January 1st, then we'll do a show. But I definitely will not be doing one on Christmas Day. So, but I will be here next week. So thank you guys for coming by again. Have a wonderful night, and vape on and stay metal.